need a bit of a confidence booster, all you need to do is look through some comments from your viewers and it will really put a smile back on your face. I feel a real strong bond with so many of my viewers through the wonderful and appreciative comments that I regularly receive. It's a bond that feels almost spiritual in so many ways. And so every morning, just after I've had my coffee, I love to pop open the comment section and just have a read through, you know, and feel that personal bond and feel that sort of spiritual connection.
Ha you fat!
Oh, funny guy. No, I'm not.
A few years in Japan made you so fat.
Oh, did it?
Abroad in Japan, Christ. You gain weight, you fat bastard.
Chris, you're gaining weight again.
Control yourself. I can't control it. Is it just me, or has Chris gained a lot of weight? Laugh out loud. I have the Chris Broad body, not smiley face. You're getting fat men. What happened to gym, bro? You stopped going fat.
Oh my god, I genuinely hate everyone and everything that's existed ever. Stupid people. No, actually, it's quite expensive. Yeah, take that pen. Right, now, I'm not denying I might have put on a little bit of weight recently, but you and I both know that I can lose weight. I can lose weight just as easily as I turn the light switch on and off. Why the fucking light come on? Anyway, it's not my fault that I've put on weight, it's Japan's fault. Until last month, I was living in a tiny, typical Japanese apartment with a kitchen so small, the fucking Smurfs would have had a hard time cooking in it.
Whoa. Shot.
So I had to eat out every day, I had no choice. And every time I try to do exercise, fate stands in the way. I could climb up that staircase, or I could take the patronisingly small escalator. Yeah! It's so difficult to burn calories in Japan. Even day-to-day tasks like lifting the toilet seat are taken care of. Could lift the toilet seat up, but it is quite difficult. I know. I'll press this button. Yeah! How do Japanese people stay so slim when they live in a world of automated toilet seats and patronisingly small escalators? Still, I do take putting on weight quite seriously these days, especially after my last frustrating experience of putting on weight in Japan 2 years ago, where my waistline quickly came to define every interaction I had with the people around me every day for about a year. A frustrating experience I wish to talk about in this video. But now, more than ever, I feel the pressure from society to not be fat. Especially as a YouTuber where the only thing that seems to matter is the number of people who click the subscribe button, as opposed to having videos that are actually good. You know, I thought I'd be happy by now having more subscribers than Simply Red, but it's still not enough. And how am I going to get more subscribers if I'm overweight and have a poor quality face? One idea I had was putting a cat in the videos. You love cats, I love cats, everybody loves cats, right? If I got a cat, I wouldn't even need to get slim. People would just enjoy watching these videos, seeing the cat kind of run around in the background. A cat would probably double the subscriber rate almost overnight. But unfortunately, like most apartments in Japan, I'm not really allowed a cat. So a friend recently bought me this out of pity. Say hello to Mr. Snuggles. He may not move as much as a real life cat, but once you put this stylish hat on him that I found at the 100 yen shop yesterday, look at that. He practically oozes charisma. And if that doesn't boost the subscriber rate, nothing will. Another thing I could do is just lie and pretend that I'm some kind of healthy, aspirational lifestyle vlogger. Everywhere I look on YouTube now, the most popular vloggers seem to be the ones who are showcasing some kind of perfect lifestyle, bragging about all the brilliant organic things they consume and all the bananas and yoga they frequently enjoy, whilst the rest of us just sit there watching along, stuffing our faces with fried diabetes. So guys, I like to start my day with a coconut mango milk life shake. It's so full of vitamins and minerals, zinc, copper, cyanide, everything is in this. It's so, oh fuck me, it's so delicious. I read online it makes your skin 3 times less flammable, so you should definitely get some from my online store in the description box below. Amazing. Yeah, something tells me I'm not going to be able to pull that off. Now in the UK or most Western cultures these days, if you put on weight, it's regarded as being worryingly normal, which is hardly surprising given that 60% of the British population is now classed as either overweight or obese, compared to Japan where that number is just 4%. And if you noticeably put on weight in the UK or most countries, to point it out to the weight gainer would be considered to be a little bit rude or impolite, unless you're maybe a close friend or relative, because perhaps there's an underlying problem. Maybe you're stressed, depressed, or have anxiety issues that need to be addressed, sometimes on a professional level. And then there's Japan, where everyone around you, including acquaintances whose names you don't even remember, will prod you day and night in the stomach and make remarks about how fat you are every day for the duration of time that you're overweight. Back when I was working as an English teacher about 2 years ago, I started putting on some weight due to a poor diet, and I was going through a bit of a tough time. And all of a sudden, my interactions with the people around me, my students, my colleagues, my friends, even people I didn't really know, all these interactions started to change quite quickly. I found these interactions went through 3 stages. The first stage was the look, what I call the look. And it's not like the look of love, it's more like the glance of despair. You'll notice that when you meet people, they won't look at you in the face, they'll be looking at your stomach, as if to say, oh my god, what the hell is that? I can't tell if it's a subconscious thing or if it's a deliberate thing, but I found it tends to happen without the person even mentioning your weight or anything, so it's very subtle. The second stage is the comments, the indirect comments. Because Japan is a polite, indirect culture, people won't really say, well, you're fat. They'll kind of make amusing, subtle observations about it. For example, 3 of my favourite comments were, oh, it seems you liked food recently, and don't you enjoy doing exercise? And then of course my personal favourite, oh, you became a big face. And then finally there's the third stage, which is arguably the most frustrating of all, which is the prodding. It'll usually happen after you've talked about your weight with that person at least once. The next time you'll see them, they'll start prodding you in the stomach, like you're a big walking fucking marshmallow. And at the height of my fatness, it happened from everyone. Students, colleagues, friends, people I met in the street once or twice, the guy at the fish market, the woman putting the things through the counter at the supermarket. If you don't enjoy being prodded in the stomach, you're absolutely screwed. And yet despite all of this, I never got offended or I never found it rude, because I know in Japan, health issues are taken very seriously. And this kind of collective action was to try and get me to realise I was being unhealthy. And Japan actually has a fat tax called the metabol law, where people aged between 40 and 74 have to have their waistlines measured every year. And if they're considered to be overweight or over the limit, then the company or the local government can get fined. So it is taken very seriously. Then again, it's not all bad. If you do put on weight, you'll be eligible to join Chubbiness, which is an actual pop group consisting of slightly overweight women. Now, I did eventually lose the weight that I put on 2 years ago, but not because I was being prodded or had 2,000 people hinting that I was fat. I lost weight for the right reasons. Like a 10,000 yen bet that I made with a friend to lose 10 kilograms in 10 weeks. A bet which I lost, but nonetheless lost 8 kilograms in the process and learned how to live a healthy lifestyle, which I then forgot. But strangely, all the prodding and comments I received actually made me want to stay overweight out of principle, to show that I didn't really care what other people thought. After all, losing weight shouldn't come from social pressure, it should come from within, or in the form of a 10,000 yen bet. So I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get fit, not because of people prodding me in the street, nor because of viewers on YouTube whinging that I'm fat. I'm gonna do it for me. Because from what I can gather, when you're in your 20s and your early 30s, that's supposed to be the fun bit, you know, before you have children and mortgages and death. I want to have fun, I want to climb mountains, I want to dive beneath the sea, I want to cycle around the world. I want twice the number of subscribers as Simply Red. Then it'll be enough. Chris, you're gaining weight again. Control yourself.